Is Bukele the new Alexander the Great?
Nayib Bukele,
El Salvador.
Nayib Bukele.
El Salvador.
Nayib Bukele.
So I thought, if you want Bitcoin to spread all over the world, we should build some Alexandrias, right?
El Salvador is the first country in the world to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. Here is everything you need to know to understand why Nayib Bukele continues to generate controversy as he bets on Bitcoin. In 2021, the Assembly of El Salvador approved the Bitcoin law, promoted by President Nayib Bukele, a law of only 16 articles with two significant implications. Firstly, businesses are required to accept Bitcoin as a form of payment, although the president says that
El uso del Bitcoin será opcional.
Secondly, taxes can be paid using this cryptocurrency, the goal to boost the country's economy and attract investment.
In the short term, this will generate jobs and help provide financial inclusion to thousands outside the formal economy.
But a few months later, it seems that the use of Bitcoin is low and concentrated among the young and educated population. In fact, 66% of Salvadorans want this law to be repealed, despite the fact that they had an incentive of $30 worth of Bitcoin on the Chivo wallet. Citizens continue to prefer cash. On the other hand, the International Monetary Fund doesn't seem to be very happy with Bukele's decision to bet on Bitcoin. It claims that cryptocurrencies could finance terrorism and pose a risk of committing cybercrime and theft. It also warns that households and companies may lose their assets. This is a concern that the IMF also expresses about the Central African Republic, which has jumped on the Bitcoin bandwagon and introduced it as legal tender. But far from listening to the IMF, Nayib Bukele takes advantage of Bitcoin's price fall to buy even more of it. But financial problems could make their way to the Central American country very soon. El Salvador's long-term public debt rating has recently been placed at CCC. In other words, its bonds have very poor credit quality. Fitch agency also assures that the possibility of issuing Bitcoin-backed bonds,
$1 billion bond,
generates uncertainty. Experts believe that the bond due next January might not even be paid, and let's not forget that El Salvador is already the second country with the highest risk of default in Latin America. The Minister of Finance considers the risk of default to be a joke and echoes this comparison, saying that El Salvador will go bankrupt because of Bitcoin is like saying that mortgage will not be paid to buy some olives. But the jewel in Nayib Bukele's crown is Bitcoin City, a city that he plans to build on the slopes of Conchagua volcano. He recently presented the design of this city of the future, which will even have an airport. The project's prep work is already underway. La Geo company is in charge of extracting geothermal energy to mine bitcoins in a sustainable way, although to date they have only managed to extract 0.005 bitcoins and the volcano node is still in the works. Many are those who criticize this messianic project of Nayib Bukele, although he, for the moment, seems to care little, if not at all, and everything indicates that he will continue to work towards becoming Central America's Alexander the Great. What do you think? Should more countries follow in his footsteps and adopt Bitcoin as legal tender? Leave your comments below.